what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip and this is Kip Views, and today we're in for another special sneaker review. Over the last week, I've managed to have some time out of work over the bank holiday weekend, and I've been very lucky to pick up a few sneakers that I wouldn't have been able to previously. I mean, with some of them where you don't get raffles, you don't get kind of drops in store where they just sell out, sneakers just sell out, you know what it's like, it's crazy on the market at the moment. And where they just drop kind of online without a raffle and you just literally luck of the draw. I always seem to be getting beaten by bots. I know a lot of people using bots. Even when there's bot protection, I just don't seem to find a way to get through using kind of the normal method of being on the internet and being lucky. Could be on there as quick as possible. It just doesn't seem to get through. But yeah, like I said, lucky enough over the last week or so, over the bank holiday weekend, I've been able to get a few drops. And today I will be taking you through the New Balance 991 times Dover Street Market. This baby right here. So without further ado, let's go check it out. So yeah, just before we get into it, I mean, as I said, struggle to get these sneakers. I mean, you don't really get them unless you are able to queue up like the old school method, kind of get there early as possible and be the first few there. Lucky enough on raffles, but raffles don't seem to go on. I mean, Dover Street done theirs online and an in-store raffle, I think up to 60 tickets, which was cool. Lucky enough, I got my number there. Kind of other than that, I seem to lose out on these ones online. So I mean, if you guys have got any tips, it would be great. Definitely going to start researching into how I can get them through general kind of online releases where they release at a certain time rather than a raffle. So I'm not talking apps, not talking kind of sneakers app, etc. confirmed or anything like that. I'm talking directly through their website links. But yeah, it seems to just kind of go. Even if you get so close to it, you get very far, and you don't get close at all. Just like the Union drops over the last few weeks. So yeah, unfortunate. But as ever, let's take you through this amazing sneaker that I've been able to get my hands on, and because I was able to get to the store. So as ever, I talk you through the design, detail, colorway, my personal opinion. I've not really reviewed many New Balance sneakers, or not really had many in my time, so really excited about this one. It's definitely something I really like. Kind of how I got my pair I just touched on. Retail and resale. So I know people have gone crazy over this and they do collaborations. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we have it, the New Balance times DSM or Dover Street Market 991 model, the 40th anniversary sneaker. And this is the 40th anniversary of this New Balance sneaker being made in the UK. So very cool. Kind of got some heritage there, and the collab with Dover Street Market is very cool too. Kind of going into the store is very cool, being able to pick this pair up. But I mean, just looking at this, it's just standard 991 modeling, so you kind of the sneaker design is very similar to what you usually see. You're getting a nice quality suede. Sometimes you see suede in sneakers and it's quite thick. This gives me a quality feel. I mean, what you'd see on a quality sneaker, that kind of maybe one of those luxury brand sneakers. It's nice, it's soft, but it's not too thick. As you can see here, you kind of move it and the color changes slightly. As you kind of move the suede as it usually would. So yeah, kind of standard grey colorway. You get different tones because you've got the mesh in the toe box here and around the side, and through to the back in accents, so a little bit. And then you've also got this, what I would call almost like a discoloured or creamy colour, which you see on the leathery bits here, on the sides here, and towards the back on the heel tab there, which is very cool. You also get it on the midsole. The midsole is kind of split, so you've got that creamy worn out colour there, along with the white at the front, and you get a little bit of a rubbery in that same colour there, a rubbery bit, and then towards the back it's almost like an air bubble there, so that's very cool, and it's called Absorb. So I think that's pretty cool, and that's kind of in that grey as well. So they're kind of mixing between that kind of creamy worn out colour with the grey. My favourite part is the mesh, the grey mesh. I think it's very cool. And then if we move on to the tongue, you've got kind of half mesh, half leather, and you've got the New Balance 991 there on the top of the tongue. Right at the back, to make sure the branding is there, you've got DSM in the reflective part there, which I really like, and I think it's very cool. and it will stand out at night time. New Balance logo as ever, and it's got that white outline with the grey colouring. This sneaker is amazing. I really like it. And just quickly just show the outsole too. So you've got a mix of a black outsole with a grey stripe running through, and a bit of that kind of creamy taupe colour in there. So I mean, overall, amazing sneaker. Love what they've done with it. The hype around London kind of last week was crazy for this sneaker. So yeah, definitely one to kind of watch out for. If you can get your hands on it, it might be worth waiting. Let's see. I mean, the market's a bit crazy. I've seen different prices, but let's get into that now. So yeah, in terms of retail for these, I paid £210. That was a retail price. Resale could be crazy. Resale is anywhere up from kind of like £280 to £350. But I've seen people listing them at 400, 500. It's crazy. Maybe people kind of trying to make a quick buck, kind of catch people out, maybe pay that higher premium pricing. But in terms of kind of what they're going for, really, you're looking at about that kind of 280 to 320, that kind of mark, obviously minus your fees. But yeah, that's what you're kind of looking at. So, pretty kind of, a lot of people want this sneaker. I would say if you wait, you might see a dip. But I think in the future, because, I mean, in terms of the store, I believe they released 60 pairs. I know there probably was a lot more pairs online. But I just feel like kind of limited demand, limited product available, collaboration, cool colorway you can wear with anything, really cool colorway they've gone with. And I think because of that, I think it will go up in the future. So yeah, I'd say be cautious in kind of how much you're paying right now, because I know there's a kind of, the market is spread in terms of how people are listing them. If you get for a good price, I'd say buy. Don't go crazy, because I think other prices will come down to where everyone else is selling. So that's my tip here. Another thing I wanted to kind of show you is the box. I mean, the box is cool. I always like a cool box. Not much difference to a standard box, but you have here obviously kind of the made in England and the 40th anniversary bit there, and it shows you the dates, which I really like. Just gives you a bit of history about why this collaboration is here, and the fact it's the 40th anniversary sneaker. So I thought it was just cool to share that with you guys too. Another bit I just kind of missed on the sneaker is this little tab on the back of the heel. It's in that kind of like a dark grey colour, which I think is cool. It's just a nice feature on this sneaker too. So going on to kind of the comfort of the sneaker. This sneaker is really comfortable. I love it. People kind of talk so much about how comfortable New Balance sneakers are, and I think kind of over the last 12 to 24 months, I think the attention of New Balance sneakers has kind of hit the roof, and it's still going. I've got another pair of New Balance that I will be reviewing for you guys kind of this week too. And I just think people are starting to kind of realise how nice and comfortable they are, and also how cool the details are in the design, and kind of how long lasting these sneakers are. And they're kind of hitting that market, and they were coming up there with the kind of the other top brands like the Adidas, Yeezys, kind of Nikes, and all of those. So they're kind of getting up there, and especially with these collaborations, people go crazy for them. So kind of don't sleep on these. Do not sleep on these. So that leads me to my favourite part of the video, as ever. Let's go check out the on-feet review. Let's. So there we have it. You've heard my thoughts. You've seen about kind of how I got my pair, kind of how I didn't get my pair, my struggles online, how cool this sneaker is. Talked about the comfort, retail, resale, and also you've seen the most important part, the on-feet review. I hope you guys liked it. Keen to hear your thoughts. Kind of as ever, please do drop your comments in the comments box below. And as always, please do support me. Please do like, subscribe, and share. It really does go a long way. I really appreciate support. And as ever, take care.